So my number one would be just aesthetics or appearance of my teeth. I've had my current top crowns for maybe 27, 28 years, so it's time to replace those. I'm getting a lot of wear on my bottom teeth, which concerns me, so I would like to take care of those as well. And I've lost a bridge on that side, so I have no tooth there. So that would be my number one, would be the appearance of my smile. Yes, I think just, I don't want to redo my smile or update my smile and then end up wearing the bottom teeth down again. I think I do a lot of clenching and grinding in my sleep probably, so I would be up against that. So I would like to fix whatever's going on with my jaw first to take care of the root issue there before I replace my smile. Yeah, so the number two, I've been having a lot of neck pain and just not consistently every day, but sometimes I'll wake up and my neck is completely locked up that I couldn't even turn my head side to side, which is really bizarre. I've been dealing with that 2 to 3 years probably. Not completely debilitating every day, but comes when I'm not expecting it and kind of stops me in my tracks. So I feel like that's probably connected to my jaw. So I'm a personal trainer for fitness. So I work with clients, helping them exercise on a daily basis. So I'm moving weights around a lot. We have our own facility, so constantly kind of moving, rearranging things for my clients. So that's hard to do when I can't turn my head or I've got a lot of pain and tight muscles in my shoulder. So I just like to figure out what's going on there so I can be my best. I've tried, maybe I was doing too much exercise or something like that. I've tried not doing anything to see if that's better, and it almost made it worse. I had to have a hip surgery this last year, so I was recovering with that for quite a while. Couldn't do my normal exercise, even walking. And I felt that this all kind of manifested then, got much worse. So I know I have an issue there that needs addressed.
And have you been seeing chiropractor? Tell me about that.
Yes, I've always felt chiropractic is important. So I've probably seen a chiropractor for the last 20 years, I would say. When this all is feeling unmanageable, then I would go to the chiropractor for adjustments to kind of get things back to normal, and also massage. I also practice yoga, Pilates, those types of things. So I do a lot of stretching and just general health as well. So, sure. I would say just depending on what I'm going through, if my neck has been bothering me a lot, I will go to the chiropractor sometimes once a week. I've had different times where I've had to go every couple of days because, in a bad week where this is really locked up. Massage when it's really bad, maybe once or twice a month. But then when it's, where I can't turn my head, then I'm going every couple of days to get that straightened out. Then I may hit a spot like I'm in now, fingers crossed, that I haven't had much of a problem in the last probably 2 months, but I know it's not gone. So it's always kind of looming there, and I don't like that idea that it just comes when I have other things planned. Yes, and so I also consulted with my primary physician. I was having some headaches, which would be considered a migraine headache in conjunction with some of this neck pain, where I would lose some peripheral vision on this side, but I would also have, all the tightness going on in the jaw, the neck. So she recently did an MRI of my neck, and it does show some disc degeneration and a little bit of narrowing, I guess, of my spine in the neck region. So.
Did they use the term stenosis?
No, I don't think they did. I need to double check with the report. I don't think I had any stenosis. That was more kind of like what I would say once a month. Really not with any warning. I would start to get like kind of like little, everything's kind of wiggling out to the sides. And that was my first clue that something was going to happen. And then it would just kind of start closing in, so that I'm kind of just looking through a little hole. I wouldn't say I had a lot of pain, but it's just very definitely hindering my vision, to the point that I would have to just lay down, close my eyes, usually took Tylenol or something and just close my eyes for a while, and it would eventually go away somewhat quickly. But at the same time, not something I could drive or even walk very far when that was happening. I had trouble with this probably 25 years ago with these types of headaches. I was working a different job. I was working a desk job where I was at a computer all the time. I had a lot of tightness here back then and a lot of those types of headaches, but also like a regular pain headache. This type of headache I haven't had. I would say just in the last year and a half, those have started becoming more prominent, and maybe like once a month. I wouldn't say it's pain. It's just definitely a 10. It definitely stops what I'm doing, and I have to, change my plan. But it's not pain. It's more of a visual thing. So with a little bit of vertigo with it, a little bit of nausea that comes with that. So it's not like most people get like a super painful migraine headache. It's more of a vision thing. With the jaw, yes, my third point that I'd like to take care of is with my jaw. I've probably always had some jaw pain that I just ignore. A lot of times I'll wake up from sleep and this is just so sore, just right, in the jaw. I can, hardly move my mouth apart, and just really tight. And sometimes it's on the other side as well, but I have a lot of clicking, kind of sometimes misaligned bite when I'm chewing, and just feels sore, kind of like someone had punched me there or something. So I know I've got an issue there just from the grinding of my teeth or clenching, likely in my sleep. And I just think all of these things mesh together. The wearing on my teeth is something I can see, so I know it's going on. I've got some bone buildup underneath my tongue that is from clenching. So those are the visual things I can see. I feel like my lower jaw is getting more and more narrow and those teeth are disappearing. But all of these other things have been going on for years. So I feel like it's just time to address that and see what we can do to make everything better. I would say there's always some degree of that there every day, but I think I just don't really think about it because I wouldn't just chew a piece of gum all day or something like some people would. I think it's always there, maybe, just a 1, 2, something like that. But pretty regularly, I would say definitely once a week, I'll wake up and it's like, whoa, what happened? that feels really sore. And then I just, going with this, I know we had talked about, I think that has something to do with, I used to just kind of bounce out of bed, but on those days, it's like, oh, I know I slept last night, but I just don't feel like I did. I feel exhausted, and that's not really me. So I think that all goes together. Sure. My initial reason was to have my crowns and veneers replaced by you for the simple look. They're probably 29 years in age. So that was my initial reason for my visit. I used to have a lot of neck tightness and pain, and just, through here, sometimes I would wake up and I couldn't even turn my head. So, which was a real problem because I am a personal trainer, and at the time seeing lots of clients, and it was disruptive to what I was doing. So that was an issue, but I really wasn't sure why I was having so much of that. So that really wasn't originally why I came, but realized quickly I did have more issue, and with the jaw pain, that did go with that. Much of the time I was waking up in the night with the neck pain, but even more so the jaw pain. In the mornings, just felt like I had probably been grinding my teeth all night. My jaw was very sore much of the time. And just, I think my face was sore, and just feeling that pressure, maybe feel like a little fullness in my face all the time as well. But just that soreness, from the jaw joint especially. I, in the jaw pain, 100% difference. I have no jaw pain whatsoever. So that's completely been released. And then with the neck pain, I would say, 96, 97% there. Not 100%, only because on occasion, I sometimes do something myself, too much painting, or, we do some remodeling or lifting furniture and things like that. So on occasion, I'll get myself a little out of whack and have a little neck pain there to, be honest in that regard. Otherwise, I would say 96% improvement there. Right. So, I used to kind of attribute that to my age and think, because I'm 52, I must be, premenopausal. That goes with all that, or I'm just doing too many things. That was why I was fatigued and feeling that energy deprivation. From the time that we put the appliance on my lower teeth, I realized I hadn't been sleeping very soundly, probably. From that point on, not only did the headaches and the jaw pain and the neck pain subside, but I felt like I had a boost of energy and didn't feel that constant fatigue. And I really think it's because it was disrupting my sleep so much that I just wasn't even aware. So that has been, I'd say 96 to even 100% improvement there. Yeah, so I... maybe you could say I've had 2 headaches since we started this process. Maybe a year and a half ago. Might have even been a little longer than that we started the process. But yeah, and I used to have them pretty regularly. I wouldn't say they were debilitating like some people struggle with, but had, never had a week without a headache, I would say. It was pretty frequent. So, and just, I'm assuming from that tension created, then I often had headaches, and I just thought it was part of life.
Where would you have it?
A lot of times in the back, towards the back of my neck. Sometimes it'd wrap around. It just depended. I would say I would call that 100% as well. I rarely have a headache. So I had times I just felt like I call it off balance, but maybe just, problem with a little bit of depth perception or a little vertigo or something occasionally. And a lot of times with what I'm doing, I enjoy yoga, Pilates, exercise, kind of kept myself from doing some of that because I just didn't feel, I felt off. And that has completely corrected itself as well. So.
What percentage?
100%, yes.
Raman.